I was sentenced to 20 years in prison for stealing a loaf of bread. Every day I worked in the water, enduring the harshest and heaviest labor. Finally, one day my sentence was over and I thought I could regain my freedom, but the warden had no intention of letting me go. Instead, he gave me an almost impossible task to carry a flagpole weighing several hundred pounds all by myself. I clenched my teeth, summoned every ounce of strength, and miraculously brought the flagpole before him. The warden had no choice but to hand me a release certificate, but when I looked down, I realized something was wrong. The paper labeled me a dangerous man. It wasn't a true release at all, but parole. I had to report to the police station every week as if I had never really been freed. My name is Jack. I stole that bread to save my starving nephew, but because I tried to escape several times, my original 5-year sentence was extended to 20. Now, even though I was out of prison, that parole paper chained me still. Wherever I went, people looked at me with contempt. No one would hire me. Children mocked me, bullied me. Walking the streets, I felt like an outcast. That night, I went to an inn and begged the owner to let me sleep in the stable, but he turned me away, afraid I would dirty the place. Cold and starving, with nowhere else to go, I curled up at the steps of a church. As I drifted off, a priest woke me. He looked kind and welcomed me inside. He gave me warm food and a clean bed, but at that time, I no longer believed there were good people in this world. I stole the church's silverware and fled into the night. But before I could sell it, the police caught me and dragged me back. They laid the stolen goods before the priest, asking him to confirm my crime. Yet the priest said these were my gifts to him. He even picked up the most valuable candlesticks from the table and handed them to me. You left in such a hurry, you forgot to take the best of it. The police, helpless, had no choice but to release me. Before I left, the priest whispered, "Use this silver well. Become an honest and upright man." In that moment, I was deeply moved. More than 20 years of injustice and torment had left me hopeless about the world, but this priest at the very edge of my fall pulled me back. He taught me what compassion truly meant. I resolved to turn my life around. I tore up that parole paper that symbolized my disgrace, and with a new identity, I began a new life. 8 years passed in a flash. I had completely changed. With the silver the priest had given me, I built a factory. I earned great respect in the town and was even elected mayor. But the world remained cruel. The poor still went hungry, and the streets were filled with beggars. All I could do was try, with what little strength I had, to help more people. Even so, conflict still brewed among the workers. One young woman named Lisa, because of her beauty, was bullied by the others. I was about to step in and mediate when I suddenly lifted my head and saw a familiar face. I asked the foreman to deal with the dispute while I gathered my courage and went upstairs.